Come on. Yeah. Hey, yo, it's my life, my time, my rights, my rhymes, my struggle, hustle, sweat in my blood too. I'm ready to smell fear, smell a lot. My competitors flex scared, cause they smelled I was hot. I want it all. Excess, the sex, much success, stress sucks. I want it all, no less. So come on.
The longer you live, the more you will realize that the only things that truly exist in this reality are merely pain, suffering, and futility. Listen, everywhere you look in this world, wherever there is light, there will always be shadows to be found as well. You will rest in peace.
Alrighty then. Hear me, Juicy?
Yep.
Sure?
Loud and clear.
Excellent.
Yep.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome into episode 3. I'm going to check something first. I remember when I was on Raz's podcast. Yep. Clap Chat podcast. We had a blast on. Ladies and gentlemen, back. Today, it's going to be Juicy and I bringing you the action. Reason the episode. Cool days. That's just what's going to be. Look at this. That's just what eating on the job. I did not see that coming. Like, I know you said you had
that's
food.
The purpose of,
I did not see that
that's
coming.
The purpose
like
of this podcast.
Eating on the job, drink on the job. Today's
Oh yeah, I'm already prepared. I'm already prepared. For all you audio listeners in the future, for reference, I'm currently eating a sandwich right now.
Sandwich.
Just pulled it out of screen, so CJ was caught totally off guard. Because at this point, that's my job, to catch him off guard and just make him die laughing.
Did you really think I would leave the hyperdrive unguarded? If you know, you know. We'll talk about that one day. But then it's, of course, it's a General Grievous reference, and people may know, but
the best unintentional meme.
Completely obliterated by that. One of the greatest memes of all time. But today is more so of a juice eye. So we're gonna take you guys back in time.
TC Juice.
That's right. See, how do I not come up with some of that TC Juice, right? We're going to take you guys back in time. Boyhood days. We're going to be talking about 2. Your man is here right now, Juicy, in chat. That man, I'm telling you, that man, Blid Panther, he said, not even eating rice. Imagine that. Anyway, what's up, Ganny? How you guys doing too? You know, we normally don't do too much looking at chat during the show, but I'll say this, because today is a bit of an improv day, we'll look at chat sporadically. So like we could have an A section to ask me and ask us.
Okay.
But welcome to the show. I guess I'll start because chronologically I was there first. 2009 over the summer I visited our school. Thank you for, I have no idea what that is right now. It just get an alert for a follow from Cool Man. Welcome in. Starts for our school story starts in 2009. Summer 2009. Family and I were on our technically 6th grade is the first year of middle grade. They used to have 7th grade, but they dropped 7th grade year before. You know, like that's just my luck. It wasn't there. But
I can just see it now. You're like, yes, I get to graduate. Oh no, grad.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
They were like, oh, you? No.
Let me think. Hey, that school has 7th grade. Go over there.
Something very unorthodox right now and show you guys something. Okay.
Ten Teddy.
In Teddy. You could be heard properly before too. I wanted to do my.
Oh, okay. Okay, gotcha.
Gotcha. How you doing, Mr. KMG? Yes, you found us. So 3. Summer visit the school after visiting other schools, one of which was actually far away. No, wasn't a role, but it was another one. The close end of our rival, not because we know who our rivals were. They were kind
Through
of,
SLH.
no. It was
Okay.
Academy.
PC.
K Academy. Not too far away from us. Pretty close. It was kind of close to Oil, kind of close to O's house. Kind of lived over.
I'm trying to think right now.
One half of O.
Okay. I got the name. I'm just trying to think of a school right now, and it's not hitting me right now. I think I know what you're talking about, but I never really thought of him as one.
I almost went down to the top 2. There, our school. Starts with a K. I'll leave it at that. We're gonna leave you wondering. Anyway, first person I really met, usual first face. But then I met the man up top, the principal. Took across. It was a brand new world for me. Always thing was one room. You know what I mean? But coming to a place now where classes 5 minutes. I remember when I first started, even to the point to where press, I was out of breath running, trying to get to my. I never had a locker before. Well, so, but my oh really? You can barely. Can you hear me better now that I'm closer? Is that better? Making sure that nothing has gone out. Way better now? Cool. Let me do this too. Let me pick up the. I was literally getting. Let me get louder. Okay, like the usual D. Charles Jackson. Let me get louder.
Our prices have never been lower.
What liquor? Our prices have never been lower.
Stop it. You never yell at the client. That's totally inappropriate.
I'm actually getting bombarded with messages right now. I got one from Juice. I see chat, and I got one from Craig too because he's watching the show. Even though he can't deal with us right now, he was all like, "You're cutting out, brother. You're cutting out." Then I get a message from Juice, which I haven't opened yet, because I see him typing down like this. He's probably all like, "We can't fucking hear you. Speak up."
The funny part, it's not even me. It's just stream. Because I'm just like, hey, I can hear you loud and clear. I'm chilling right now.
Okay.
I missed the part where that's my problem.
Bully McGuire. Take a look at chat one more time. You turned on your volume booster. Big Raz Baby in the house right now too. Big Raz Baby, just gonna let you know. We're potentially targeting an episode 5. You know what I'm talking about. Now let me get back to this because I need to hurry up. Let me just stay close to. It was a rough adjusting period for me. I had never gone to school as well with. I'm just gonna be honest. Being a black kid, growing up in where we're from, like I almost said exactly where it is. Where we're from, it was a very diverse place. Where we're from, we went to school with kids of all kind, all types. But during my early years of school, Most of the demographic for me was mostly own and Mexican kids. So when I got to this school, it was diverse. There's people all type, which was nice to me, right? Like it was cool to me. I was all like, right, right? Like I'm all like, no, I can branch out. Also, thank you to Hydra following the podcast. I'm in talking about our school days right now. So rough adjusting period. Nobody really liked me when I first got there because most people there like had already known each other. Like they've been going to school with each other for years, like going back to kindergarten. I don't even know why you're what.
Who am I? Who are you?
Who are you? Like it's how they were all looking at me. They'd been going to school together for years, so they all knew each other like the back of their hands. I still got like a sore thumb. Hopefully, picking up some mute. Anyway, but 7th grade was kind of a rough year. I met some cool people. Even lunchtime, as Juice is about to take another bite of that sandwich. What was kind of rough for me at the time too. You guys know how it is in school, the social aspect, especially when you're new. How when you don't know anyone, you're sitting alone. Like, and as a kid, when you're so impressionable, it's like it's rough and it's a bit of a long story. I felt like, oh my goodness, no one's giving me a chance, yada, 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 yada. And I remember there was this one day where this girl, who shall remain unnamed even to you, Juice, she blatantly said in class right in front of me, though acting like I wasn't there. She was all like,
straight up to my face.
Bro, like smoke strip. And I wasn't who I am now then, right? But she was all like, well, it's because CJ's rude to everyone and blah, blah, blah. I was all like, I'm not rude to everyone. Like, you guys all despise me for no reason because you don't know me, right? Like, or whatever, but we're going to leave that. We cool now. We got cool.
I don't even know who you are.
Bro, that's pretty much all it was, but they took it further. They were like, we don't know who you are, and we don't like whoever you are anyway, but that was bitter and stuff too. I'm all like, oh my gosh, come on, right? But enough of that. That year ends. Met some cool people, some people who, some of which are still in my life now from 7th grade. And most others, I still know what they're up to because of social media. We live in like the digital age. But if it weren't for that, I wouldn't know what any of these people are up to. Next year is where stories bridge. So Juicy, if you'd like to give us a bit of a background of what you're doing maybe a bit before you came in, or you can just start wherever you like.
I'll start a little bit before, and then kind of lead into it. So for me, my story was a little different because I actually grew up homeschooled, which pretty much means all my education, all my learning is at home. I learned through like a already set up textbook and everything. So I never got the full like classroom experience until 7th grade, and like I was looking into getting into a different school because I was like, nah, I'm done with the homeschool life. I want to get out, actually take some classes and everything. So we were trying to look around for a good school to go to, and one of my friends from church, he actually went to the school, which we'll rename nameless, but so currently he is got a promotion. He's in the Air Force right now. Big props to him.
A promotion.
Well, anyways, he went to the school and his parents highly recommended it. So the thing with my school that was actually kind of cool was that they had shadow days where you could actually join, pretty much follow someone around the entire day, and you get to take classes, have lunch, all that jazz. So I tried that. Met honestly a long or a classmate that I've known for a while now. Like, it's kind of cool because we were in the same like classes at the very end. But M, so we we knew each other from that day on. We're still pretty close throughout all of middle school and high school. So did the shadow day. It was cool. And the funny part about that shadow day was that my parents were like, "Oh yeah, you don't have to do anything. You don't have to learn anything. You're just there to shadow." But then when it came to PE, they're just like, "Oh yeah, go for it." So I'm just there. I'm like, okay. So here I am, running in jeans and a collared shirt around the field, and CJ already knows what that field looks like and what it entailed. Thank goodness it wasn't Friday, because I would have to be running a mile in that thing.
I have to ask you, did you just get louder out of nowhere? Like, did you turn up some settings or something? I feel like you didn't,
No.
right? Okay, that is very
No.
strange. Hold on. Let me do this again. Speak.
Duddy.
Okay, dude, you're back. Dude, at one point, you got so loud there in the middle. I didn't even hear what you did there. Like, your audio didn't even come through. Okay, but
oh
like,
well.
at one point, you got so loud that, I don't know if it happened on the show, but it was so loud that it went in my ears, and I was like I didn't know. On the inside, I was like,
The man's actually speaking on a podcast.
okay, so this is now the second time, I gotta say this too, that I forgot to start Audacity on. So I just started it up now.
It all started when I was born. But yeah, so had that day, and it was cool. After that, it pretty much hooked me on going to that school. So from 7th grade on, I ended up attending that school. And here comes the meeting place where, when picking electives, and that was a major thing for us middle schoolers, we had the opportunity of picking one elective in middle school, at least for one of the grades that we had, because some of the classes were already picked. And my parents are like, "Oh yeah, just join choir. Meet a lot of good people, and it'll be fun." I was like, "Okay, yeah, I'll try it out." So we're currently on a quarter system, so we have 4 different quarters, and it's about 3 months each. Before,
maybe something.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah. So, I'm in choir. I did not know choir at all. So when I took it, it was really cool experience. So here we are. First quarter finishes, second quarter finishes, and now comes the second semester of the school. And here he comes, the man himself, Mr. Charles Jackson, into the class.
The
Charles Jackson.
All the friends love to say, the Charles Jackson.
So yeah, he joins choir, and actually,
like halfway through the year too. I remember why and everything.
Oh yeah, I do too, because I did the exact same thing that you did.
That class, bro.
Oh yeah, that
wasn't for me.
So yeah, we met in middle school choir, and ever since then we just never. We saw each other here and there. It wasn't continuous, but here, I'll let CJ continue with that. But all I do remember is our way to the choral festival, and this one individual is watching WWE and Jim Carrey's The Mask on the way to the choral festival. Because I remember seeing it and just seeing somebody get their head busted open with a chair, and I'm like, oh my goodness.
It was Randy Orton. I remember the match. It was Armageddon 2005. It was Randy Orton versus The Undertaker in Hell in a Cell. That was the match I was watching on the bus that day on the way to the choral festival. Let me do one more thing, too. Look at the beast putting us on right now. I got to do one more thing. Here I go with the tech. Let me turn myself up on. Oh, full screen. Let's go. Okay, so where Juicy left off was we crossed over in choir, of course. I joined that class late because I was having some issues in the class I was in before. It wasn't like a bad class, like so to say. But also, I'd been in choir the year before, right after I initially didn't want to take it. I was dropped into choir because I was struggled to pick an elective, right? Like it wasn't really my folks who demanded I take choir. The principal, oh my goodness, the computer's about to die. Hold on, I gotta do something for emergency real quick. Emergency services. Someone call 911.
Dun, 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 dun.
You shut the up. But we're going all wrong with tech today. We're still gonna keep it pushing. So got dropped in that class. Ended up loving it. It was great. Like the people in the class were cool too, and plus most people in the class were also outsiders who were all like, why am I in this class? Why did I let them drop me in this class? But we all ended up loving it in the end. But the next year in choir, when
Oh wait, no. So
gonna be good.
actually, you're leading up into it, and I have one question. I'm trying to remember this. For when you came into middle school choir, were you forced to wear were you still wearing like the solid red shiny outfit?
It happened in second year too. So you were in that shirt too, because I think there's
Unfortunately.
pictures of you in it in the yearbook. Too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I think we have
There's
both.
pictures of me in it too. Don't worry. Yeah, those shiny red. I wish I had my yearbook. I would show. You know what? I'm getting very tempted to go. You know what? I'm gonna keep talking until he grabs his. But I'm gonna go grab mine from upstairs and show you guys back in the day what we were dressed up in and wearing. But long story short, in choir, that was really my first encounter with Juice. We both had to sing. Like he said, like we didn't really talk or anything like that, right? But we were in the same class. We knew each other existed, and we had to carry the men's section, man. We had a job to do. We had a job to do singing. But 8th grade is really, that's when things turned around for the better for me. It was 7th grade for Juice. It was 8th for me. Things turned around. Look at that yearbook. Wow.
Okay.
I remember those yesterday. Oh.
I'm trying to find like a good angle, but you can see this.
I see the red shirt pretty darn well.
Yeah, he's right over here. But yeah, we had to wear that attire. Probably one of the worst attires in the movie ever.
Also, just real quick, because we are thank you, Sleepy Bear, for the raid. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome to Chicken and Rice. We are your hosts. Only 2 of us here today. There's normally 4 of us. That's the Juice, and I'm the Prince of Let's Play, TCJ. We're talking to you about our old school days. Juice was just showing his yearbook off. I'm going to go grab some of mine, too, so y'all can see some goodies. Juice, I'm going to leave it to you to just do a little bit more school talking. I'll be back ASAP.
All right.
I promise you, ASAP.
Okay.
In the meanwhile, Juice, head of the table, the whole show right now. Yeah, I'm going to get back.
Okay, so pretty much middle school choir happens. CJ and I meet, and no, we had some fun moments for sure, because we had middle school choir, and I'm going to let him going more into detail about this. But hold on. Pretty much he leaves for a year, comes back, and the funny part, the year that he went to a different school, it was very funny because he visited the school that I was at. So
remember that day.
Just sitting in history class, I look at the door.
Dun, dun.
Just walks in, and we're just like, "Hey!"
I actually showed up on that day without calling or anything, and the school just adapted to me being there. But Mr. Humler was all like, "Next time, call us. Next time, call us." And I was like, "I got you. Don't worry. I'll call you next time." I finally found the 8th grade. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, that's 8th grade.
First of all, I'm so out of breath right now. Lord have mercy. Anyway, that's a lot.
You're about to bust?
Lord have mercy, I'm about to bust. Are you not in here?
No, I am.
Did I grab the wrong year?
No, this is the right year.
2010, 11.
What grade are you looking at?
Not stupid. I know your last name. Okay. All right. There you go. I was about to say. Anyway, I'm going to put y'all on. Look at that handsome man. Baby. Baby. And then, of course, I got to do it to myself. I know how we get. Y'all know how we do.
Wait, before you take that yearbook away, you already know you gotta pull out his photo. The sleepiest man alive.
Where is
he? Yeah,
he's probably not even in here because he was asleep. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Whenever you guys hear me talking about the sleepiest ever, look at this. Look at this. He's like, there's a reason he has that command. Atomic Melee Meat Tickler 69. Anyway, though, like you said, the year I was gone because I left the school for reasons that shall remain undisclosed. That's a whole story for another day. It was like the worst year of my life. Should have never left, and the reason I left was all wrong too. I should have been there for 9th grade. Left, came back to visit that day, and that day was really like a bridging day where I was all like, yeah, I gotta come back. I should have never left. I gotta come back. Like, that's when I knew. So that day was cool because I felt like I was on like creator mode, like at the school, right? Like, I don't even have to go to class. I can just hover and go wherever I want, you know? So I had fun with that. Came back the next year, and I couldn't afford to take choir because my schedule was so booked from being messed up from the year I was gone. All I'm going to say is this: the school I went to really messed up my financial tracking credits and such, so I had to make up a lot over the course of the 2 years, like the first 2 years when I returned. I had to make up on science. I had to make up on PE. That school actually messed me up on math because I was one of those kids who was in a math class like a year ahead. Right? You remember that, Juice, like the way we had it. Like, there were kids who were a year ahead, and there were some kids who were 2 years ahead. Right? But those were rare.
Oh, yeah.
But there were actually a lot of us ahead in math. I remember that.
Yeah, which leads into the third interaction in high school Spanish. So
that's another thing I had to make up. Foreign language, because the sign language it wouldn't count. I took sign language that year while I was. Didn't count. You want to talk about Spanish? Go ahead. You want?
When I say that Spanish class was all over the place, that class was all over the place. That class was all like literally bouncing off a wall. The teacher had a hard time managing that, to the point where we had students zip tying other classmates' shoes to the desk before.
I never did it, by the way. That's not why I'm laughing. I'm laughing because I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Savage, bro.
So the funny part about that class is we had the same class because he had to take Spanish, and here I am as a freshman, and we're just like, oh, okay, hey, cool, we have the same class again. Next thing you know, we're there, and all of a sudden, he's just gone. He's just not there for some random reason. We're just like, where is he? And then, to those of you who have watched TCJ's stream, you know the origin story of this, and it's the baseball incident.
Oh boy, this is that year.
And
so yeah, that year.
And we're just like, oh snap, that guy got lit up. So we're just like, well, prayers up to you. We're just hoping that he's all well. And then he comes back and we're just like, hey, welcome back.
But thank you for whatever just happened. If it was a follow or raid, welcome in. It's funny now, right? Like it's funny now, but back then, boy, boy, the pain. I was just walking around like, hey guys, how you doing?
So to the non-TCJ watchers, which one, that's a crime. Second, quick summary. CJ used to play baseball. And what position did you play?
In that time period, I was in the outfield. So it was outfield then, but for my entire career, I've played catcher and I've been first base. And I've played every outfield position. I was left field during that.
Okay.
And yes, like to answer the question, yes, my hair was cut that low back then. That is also another thing to be talking about. It's why I have hair now, okay? Because I was forced to be bald back then. But that we'll save that discussion for you know what? There's one picture that I didn't show, Juice. You know exactly what picture that is. The picture, the one where you made the duck. That picture.
Oh, yeah, that was a good picture. But yeah, so
Look at
quick summary. CJ, were you in the outfield or were you infield at the time? Yeah.
Outfield. To put
Really?
things into perspective, see, so this is my last time with a full mouth of. Okay, it's gonna be kind of hard to show, but with a. Look at that forehead because of the angle, but it's back then. And then we gotta go to Juice. Oh yeah, baby. There he is, baby. There he is, baby. So this is the year that we're talking about right now. Thank goodness those pictures were taken before the accident.
Hold on. I think I have a photo, and I do want to check it right now.
Juice.
No.
For a second,
This is not. All right. So, just a comparison. So, I guess we're going through all this. 7th grade me was a different me than I am right now. Because 7th grade me, this was literally what I look like.
Look at that, mama. There goes that man.
Look at that string bean. So yeah, that was me in 7th grade. This was years ago now. But yeah, so back to the CJ story. Here he is in apparently the outfield. And it was what, line drive?
Yeah. Coach hit it out. He said, all right, we're going to run this play, blah, blah, blah. Hits it out to me, bang, like a line drive. Also a fly ball, but it was very streamlined toward me. Like it wasn't a fly ball. Like, you know what I mean? It was a drive out to me. And the Lord, like the details of the day are coming back now. Sun was out, obstructing my vision. Bit of a windy day as well. We were doing this. It was a half day on a Wednesday. So we'd gotten out like at 12. You remember how that used to be every once in a while? We'd have that half day like on Wednesday. My last class that day, by the way, was Eddington. But he's like, and but if you know, you know. And ball got hit out to me. Misjudged it. Pow. Ouch. Hurt my eye doing that somehow. What? I think I waved.
You didn't hurt his eye.
Into my eye. I didn't hurt my eye.
You didn't hurt his eye during that time.
Not my eye on that day. It's my mouth. Like I look down, bang, waterfall, or rather I should call it a blood fall. Blood all over me. It's dripping down the grass below me. There's a big white object about this long lying in a puddle of blood. There is something lodged in my throat. There's a piece of flesh hanging off the lip here. This tooth is also gone. No one ever really gets to see, but this tooth is also gone here too, because it also got knocked out. And then both rabbits were out. All of these were loose. Everything else up here was all loose. Major damage done there. I was all like, caught that, didn't I? Like I thought I caught. They're like, yeah,
well,
you know, you caught it with
but no.
your fucking mouth, like your teeth. Yeah, you caught it with that. And I remember too though. So I'm gonna say this about myself. I've always been able to take a punch. I took that right to the mouth, bang. I did not drop to my knees like or go off my feet. And this is only me at 15 years old, so I can take a punch. If I took the force of that ball coming at me like that, gotta give myself credit, baby. Anyway, but they took my tooth, like that was what was on the ground. They put it in a cup of milk to keep it alive until I could get to the dentist. Dad comes, what happened to you? Right, and we stopped by the store first to go get me some water because I was thirsty. By the fact that I was hurt, he brings me cold water, kind of like what you see behind. Why is my finger not on it? Okay, cold water, and I'm like, Dad, there's a hole in my mouth. Get me room temperature water because I tried to drink some anyway. That went into the hole, and I almost died from all the nerves feeling that, dude. I was like, oh, like in that. He's like, right, I'm sorry. He goes, he gets me a room temperature one. I'm like, okay, like that's better. Like it still hurts like crazy, but that's better. And I still had gauze in my mouth too, right? Like trying to stop the bleeding. We get to go pick up my mom because it's an emergency. We had to pick her up early from work, and she sees me and she's like, what happened? Right? Get to the dentist. I have to sit through an excruciating mouth surgery. They numb me up, right? But still, though, watching it was like watching a horror movie. Like I was being rebuilt. Some shit like that. And after being numbed up, they did what they could for everything else on the side. I'm also blessed that nothing on the bottom was even touched. Like my bottom was fine. Took the one tooth that survived and rooted back up into my head. Remember how long this is. For those that don't know, your rabbit teeth are in your mouth right now. As an adult, unless you're a kid watching this who hasn't lost your rabbit teeth yet, because those are just any other. But your adult rabbit teeth are this long in your head. So you see it here, it goes all the way up to here somewhere. Head. It goes for everyone. Truth. I watched them through it all the way back up into my head, which I did not feel, thank God, because they up. They did what they could, clean me up, put a wire on this top row here, everything in place, or taking it off later. I had to eat all runny food, like I had to have grits, I had to have milkshakes. And it's funny, during this time period after this happened, I was still recording the Charles Jackson videos for YouTube. You can hear it in my voice in some of the videos where I'm like, everybody's the Charles Jackson, you know, like something like that. Like, I don't think I talked about the accident that happened, but I was still in pain. If I were to accidentally go, it was like the end. Oh man. But I eventually healed up. Got back to my antics. These niggas can't stop me. All right, okay. So that was that. Let me see. I just saw one of your favorite people in here. I remain. But here's that picture I was talking about from 8th grade. The one of a kind. the one.
Actually, what's the initial?
Oh, for the M.
Yeah.
M. I think. I don't know if she was in the class below you. In your class below you.
Okay.
She was in the class below you. because this is also when I told you about who they were all like, hey, you know, I have a lot of friends, you know, like and all that, like that.
Okay.
So yeah. I didn't realize that this individual thought about that. Brush up. Anyway, back to the present day of 2012-13 and where we were now. So I get back from that. It's low-key a good thing I didn't take choir that year because I would not have been able to sing. Kind of paying that and trying to recover my confidence and everything too. It was a rough time.
I thought of something kind of messed up right now.
Let me hear it.
So we're just singing, and all of a sudden the director just stops. Like, all right, whoever's making that whistling sound, stop.
I can't. It. There's so many pages in this yearbook. The Lord's thick.
It was high school, but at the same time, for us at least, that was the start of the new era for our school because they started bringing in iPads.
Baby. Oh baby, look what I found! Wait, look what I found! Look who I found, baby! Oh,
wrong,
baby,
wrong. I like how you were centering the one photo of the Asian that wasn't me.
Kind of hard to. Okay.
Yeah.
Keep my head around. Hold on, because I know it. Okay. This is the one I'm trying to show you. I'm gonna have my finger on it. This one here. That is Juicy in his cross country days, baby. Putting in work out there running the entire world.
The good old days.
Oh my.
Speaking of the cross country days, I only had 2 coaches, and the first one, that one was not as good as the second one, for the sole reason that the second one, he would focus on like technique, running, hills, long distance. The first one was just like, all right, this looks about maybe a mile. Go ahead and run around this place 7 times. Yeah.
He just looked like.
Yeah.
Like who
the good old days.
7 times? You? Me?
Oh.
I remember leaving school, bro, like and seeing you guys start. Yeah, I remember seeing that, and I was like, I should just be like this. So
what a bunch of nerds.
I should just be just praying for y'all, just like. Oh, some of these names. Yeah. 10th grade for me, 9th grade for the Juice. Very interesting time. That year, academically was cool, I guess. Like I said, like I had some things to catch up on, but that really came to bite me. Next year, 11th grade. 11th grade was something else. You guys couldn't hear it too, but I gasped there. But I don't think my mic picked it up. But the gasp was something like something like that. So next year comes. There was a lot of drama on my side in 11th grade. Some of which was my own fault too, right? When you're in high school, everything's all over the place. You got to worry about your work. You have to worry about your social life. Don't really, by the way, if there's any high school kids watching this, take it from some experienced people. Just focus on you. Learn to love yourself. Stop worrying about what so many people think about you. Dead serious. Classes that year, I had to take 2 history classes, which actually got me pulled out of APUSH. I was taking AP United States History. Couldn't take it anymore because I had to take world history because, again, 9th grade, I was really messed up on some things. So I ended up getting put in that class with kids 2 years younger than me. So 1999.
And Jason.
Exactly. With Mr. I love him so much. He was an amazing teacher. Even better guy.
Oh, yeah.
I'd like to talk to him again, actually. So I'm going to try to get in touch with him. He was amazing. Very intelligent, too, for how to go about dealing with finances. But let me get back on track. I was in that class with kids 2 years younger than me. There was one kid from your class in that class as well. D is the initial. It's a she. She was very rude, very mean. Thought she was all that. First initial.
What year was this?
K. Last initial is. That's all I'm gonna give you. He was. It's
What year was this?
She'd been there since before this time, but this is it's your 10th grade year. Your 10th grade year. So I remember she tried to come at me. She was all like, aren't you a junior? Like, why are you in this class? And of course I didn't say this then because I was weak with comebacks back then, but if somebody said it to me now, I would roast their soul off. But she was all what I should have said back to her was, aren't you a sophomore? Like, why are you in this class? And eventually, down the line, because I was a Call of Duty player at the time, because this is when Call of Duty was in its prime, I did get really good with talking a lot of shit, like, and all that. So there was one day in class where the teacher left, and she tried to come at me. Somebody just walked past my door. Did you just drop a package off? You just drop a package off. Did you just drop a package off? It better not be stolen. Anyway, but she tried to come at me on one day. I exploded on her in front of the whole class. Like, cussed her out, like, and everything in front of all the students. And the students were like, damn, you know, like, and all that. So
Okay. Yeah, I got it.
You got me now? Yeah.
Yeah.
She was But anyway, thought she was so cool. So many people thought they were so cool. Like, you people are peaking in high school. I hope you know that. You're peaking right now. It doesn't get much better than what you have right now. Step your game up because life is going to smack the out of you. But went off on her. That class was fun. That's the class I met last initial K in. Usually, you had an encounter with this individual on Snapchat. That's all I'm gonna say.
Wait, was it a K or a C?
K. That's a last name.
Oh,
last name.
yeah. Okay.
First initial C. Yeah, but she was cool too. Where I met her. And congratulations to this individual, by the way, because they are getting married soon. Talking about right now.
Oh, dang.
Love both of y'all. Congratulations if you ever see this episode.
Yeah, major props.
Major. Then I got through that class. I got through every class I had. I had to take PE again, too. So I was the only 11th grader in PE. But the teacher was actually kind enough to let me take on a role more so of a TA. So I was keeping track of times. I was, dishing out tests, doing a little extra work. The only thing I really had to do was run the mile and play games. That's all I had to do. Take a test too, right? But other things I didn't really have to do. So, but like some people who really helped me get through that class, when I was in 11th grade, may he rest in peace. You already know who I'm talking about. May he rest in peace. That was one of my boys in that class. Then we started playing games. This back on PS3. We was playing Naruto, 70 matches straight, beating each other back. This before me and the Beast were playing Naruto in college. It was me and Zay the Kid. So it is, and we played Call of Duty as well. And we'll see him again. I miss my man. I saw his picture here in the yearbook. Damn, but yeah, got through all those classes. 11th grade was rough. But how about you? How was 10th grade for you on your end?
10th grade for me was okay. It wasn't anything crazy. Honestly, it was just the same old stuff. Choir, cross country. No failed love attempts on in sophomore year, so I got a break in that one.
Lucky you.
Yeah, but you already know about my 2 other failed attempts in that.
Yeah,
pretty much.
At least there are only 2.
No, it was pretty bad though. You already know they're pretty bad.
To succeed, you must fail, gentlemen. Remember that you will be rejected in this life. It goes for the ladies too. You will be rejected in this life. Pushing forward.
I mean, I don't blame the person for rejecting me when I sent her an email.
He sent an email in the year 2013. Honestly, it
Actually,
wouldn't be as bad as sending one now, but still.
Actually, I think it was 2014 or 15.
14 or 15, even worse. Never mind.
But yeah, it was all the same stuff. Sophomore year was okay. Junior year was okay. It was just cross country. Nothing too crazy. Boy, look at those eyebrows.
My yearbook picture tells the whole story for how that year.
Actually, now that we're coming up to junior year,
Mama.
And
there goes there goes that man. Now he's starting to look more like the juice y'all know now.
Yeah.
Getting older.
Yeah. Now that we lead into junior year, or at least my junior year, CJ's senior year, we're getting into the point where end of his high school career, and he goes into the beginning of the year, and he joins choir. And you would think, oh hey, choir, yeah, they're both gonna join at the same time. Yeah, I took a different class. I wanted to join choir, but scheduling happened, and that didn't work out well.
I know exactly.
I mean,
exactly what you mean, dude. My dad literally came to the school and inquired about my schedule one day, and he fucked me up. He literally came, no, dude, I'm not even kidding. He came in, all of a sudden, Mr. Principal was all like, you know what, Mr. Taylor, you make a good point. I think your son's schedule is all wrong. Bro, I had early dismissal and everything. My dad came up, he was like, you ain't taking enough classes. Had me here the whole day. I was like, also, Sleepy Bear getting on me. He said, TCJ looking like a grown man in middle school.
I remember you telling me that. I just completely forgot about that.
Yeah, bro. When that happened, I was hot. I was so hot. I was like, what have you done? What did you do? Why would you do this? Why would you do this to me?
Yeah.
He was like, I don't even know what you're talking about.
So, anyways, he's in choir. I wasn't in choir. Made it into choir because I joined the vocal ensemble group for the school, and yeah, that's how I got into choir. We sang together, same position, right?
Yeah, you're bass.
Yeah.
So
I was back and forth. I was bass or baritone.
Okay, all right.
So
not tenor though. I hadn't been a tenor myself since 7th grade. Coming into 8th is where that whole like voice drop happened.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember even on YouTube, I was beginning to get comments. People were like, "Is your voice different?" I was like, "Oh." I went from being like, "Hey,
no,
I'm D. Charles Jackson." I wanted to, "Hey, I'm D. Charles Jack." Right? So people were like,
"Okay."
Different. Right, or whatever, and I'm all like, "Oh, really? I didn't even notice." I was bass myself. You were baritone and bass.
Yeah, except for senior year, and I got put as a tenor.
Oh,
so that was a pain.
But he trusted me big time, like to carry that, carry that section or sector.
Yeah, he wanted to give me a challenge, so it was really funny because he was reading off the sections and section leaders. I'm like, wait,
tenor.
No, he said O's name on bass, and I'm just like, so wait, where am I?
Juice, you are tenor.
Yeah,
Tenor.
it was literally me and maybe one sophomore and three or four freshmen.
All right, dude. When he read me off as the sectional leader for bass, I was like, right, like I was all like, I'm honored, but this group that I'm gonna have to whip into shape for this, dude, like it. Oh my gosh, dude. Oh my god, but we made it. We made it happen, but it was rough.
Also, as a quick update, at that period of time, we had international students. So,
Yes.
how many did you have in
There
your?
were a lot. So,
Okay.
like the language barrier was there.
Mhm.
Then also, like they just weren't focused at all. Like guys, I don't mean to sound like a teacher or anything, but pay attention. We can get this over with. It was hard, man.
The funny part about that year was that I was helping, like, I was part of a class that helped the international students get acclimated to, California and like just the United States. Period. I had so many moments where an international student would walk up to me and go and start speaking full Mandarin, and I would just have to like look at them and just go, I am so sorry. I do not speak Mandarin. And it was super funny because they were just super apologetic and they're just like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm like, hey, you're all good. You had no idea. It's not your fault.
You already know
yeah.
what that reminds me of, bro. Fucking Paul. Like the first time he heard you talk, he was like this.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, he was all like, started talking. He just sounded so like American. Like, what?
Okay, wait. Do you have that photo
Which photo?
on hand?
Of
The Texas Roadhouse photo.
Go to the archive. Hold on. Let me see. We got to try to find it because I know exactly what photo you're talking about. Exactly which one. We headed back to early 2017. Should be in my.
I'm just gonna
because I have all my photos here. So let me see.
Hey, take your time. So I'll just keep going. So we're in his senior year, my junior year.
Right.
And we're going through choir. Like we finished the year, CJ graduates, and he goes to our college. He gets the tour, because once again our college had this thing, which was allowed a free fly-in, so free airplane ticket to and from there. Got to tour the campus. Got to live in a dorm for a night. Pretty much experience college life.
A great Discover trip.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah. That's what it was.
Sold me on it.
Yeah, same here. So he goes for that, and we, he goes to that college, and I do the same thing. I go on the Discover trip. I go there, pretty much right after CJ, and that's where the bond continues. So, my freshman year, his sophomore year, we would always have game nights, and those were a blast.
You had to be there.
Yeah, you can't say you weren't there if you weren't playing hide and seek in North Room Apartments.
That's right, baby. That's right, baby.
Or playing Resistance in Prescott.
Also, 1-4 for chicken and rice, Mark Y. One random picture of him from back in the day. Well, there I am down there too, because I got caught too. But
the truth, the truth
is here too. This picture. Okay, Texas Roadhouse. Oh, okay, bro. The pictures I'm coming across right now. Oh my gosh. Oh my.
Good morning, USA.
Oh my god. Here's your pic. Wait a minute. Well, here's one of them. I must not have that picture myself because I have pictures from that day here, right? Where like I'm with. This is clearly it. So I don't have the full one, but this is there because there's also this one here. Someone's all like, "What are you doing?" Don't worry about what I'm doing. I don't remember who it was taking the pictures, but don't worry about what I'm doing, waiting to go into the restaurant. Ugh.
So yeah, next few years, you know,
I'm gonna hide
it's
his
just
face,
continuous game nights.
But
All right, so we're enjoying college life. We're having late night game nights, which comes up to my junior year, CJ's senior year, and at that point we're just like, okay, we're going for an apartment. We're not going for the dorm. We're going for an apartment, and we're trying to get, debatably, which honestly it really is, the best apartment on campus. And sure enough, we were fortunate. Yeah, we were very fortunate to get the room that we got in the apartment that we wanted. So, and that's formed.
Not even the one we wanted. We wanted like a corner room, like remember? And it wasn't available because they put a RA in it.
Yeah.
We were like, darn, right? But what a blessing we received.
Was that his room? The best RA ever?
He probably was in it. Yeah, so it would have been a blessing either way, having to live with right? Or, both of them are great. But that room we got, to put it in perspective for you guys, we had practically no neighbors. There was no one on the side of us, left or right, because it was empty space. It was one of those rooms. And then there was no one below us like there normally would be, because they had took that first floor of housing and converted it into more places for campus, like more for the clinic on campus. But there were people above us.
And we're not going to talk about the first half of the semester.
The audacity.
I was about to say the first half of the semester.
Oh, go ahead.
So it got to the point where
there's the two of us here just randomly in this. I don't even know what's going on. Haircut on point too, but what is he doing?
Oh my goodness!
I don't know. And then this may be an emote in the future for y'all, just because now for whatever. I don't know what's going on. But
TC Rage.
TC Rage 2, eh? Bro, these pictures are on point.
So it got to the point of time when okay, I see your face, and I don't know if I want to see that. But yeah, so the clinic, we had a clinic on campus, and of all the times that they decided to do renovation, it was when we moved in. Too many days of waking up at 6 to 7 a.m. just for them to, for us to be, by hammers, drills, very loud jackhammer.
Bro, like, it sounds like they were like crushing the soul of something through that concrete. Whatever. Like, it was bad.
It got to the point when we actually considered breaking in down there and destroying all the equipment or stealing all the equipment.
It was that bad. For those wondering, they're all like, geez, that's too far. You weren't there. Geez, we're paying for peace. We're in an apartment. Do this work over the summer.
Yeah. But yeah. Junior year finishes. Senior year finishes. CJ graduates. And no, I gotta give credit where credit's due. Young Market 17 and CJ, they also helped me get the PlayStation, the PS4, because one, they were pushing for it.
To y'all from same one.
Funny part, yeah.
It was just kind of sketch. The means getting how we had to go there.
Dude, that was funny. It was just like, wait, what?
He was all like, yeah, you know, like, don't bring.
It didn't help that the
whatever.
Two.
Yeah, like for those who have never seen me clean clean shaven, like or whatever too. By the way, like, and you like, here's me in one of my stream shirts too, like one that I always wear on stream. But this is when the shirt was still kind of fresh. Here we go, like from back then. That's all I'm showing. We're gonna keep it pushing. Anyway, that's a college picture too, by the way. Like that's not a high school picture. That's a college picture.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, so we had that encounter. They helped me get the PS4 to the point where we were almost always online playing Friday the 13th the game.
The game.
That was the game.
The game. If
So,
y'all didn't get to play Friday when it was popping, get yourself a group of friends, hop on, because that's the closest you can experience to it. Get a full lobby. It's fun. Really fun.
Not gonna lie, I'm totally down for Friday night, but asking like, the squad, like the Twitch squad, if they're interested.
Definitely.
So yeah, that was our go-to game, and we graduated, or CJ graduated, the choice of a not even small. That was an intervention that needed to happen.
Well,
you're not going to go into details.
The highlight intervention, like the one that produced meme after meme after meme. You already know what I'm talking about. You weren't there for that, but the
first one.
Year one, yeah, like that. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Story for another day. You guys will get it.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
So yeah, that happened. After that, we still kept in touch. Went through. We would still get on PlayStation parties while I was still in school, and after that, started getting into Twitch, and here we are today.
So I got out of there in 2019. I sat around really for a year, constantly saying, you guys heard me say this before, what I'm gonna do it. But just living in fear, just stuck, not acting. Eventually, gotta kick yourself forward, gotta kick fear, but push forward. Just started streaming straight from PS4. So it goes out to anyone. I was asked on the Clapped Chat podcast hosted by Bingo Dairy, Big Rad Stream, Wholesome Bros. I was asked if there's any advice I would give to anyone looking to stream. My answer is the same today on Chicken and Rice, episode 3, as it was on Clapped Chat podcast 10. Just do it. That goes for anything in your life. And there's a reason Nike. I already know what you're going to say.
Don't let your dreams be dreams.
Exactly. And Nike has made billions of dollars off of such a simple saying, but it's because it's true. When you want to do something, like, just do it. You got to start somewhere. You can't say, I'm not ready. It's not going to look good. No. Just do it. You will improve. You will gain experience and confidence. Just do it. Now, Juice, I got to ask you the same thing. What would be your advice to anyone who may be looking to get into the game? Stream game. Sorry for bumping the mic, too. My apologies.
It's a process. Not everything is going to come as easily as you would want it. If you want to be a successful streamer, if you want to be a good streamer, you got to put in the work, got to put in the effort. So, because
be ready to work.
Yeah, because like the way that we have our setups and everything, you're definitely not gonna get that in one night. You're not gonna get it. Yeah, we were shooting for PS4. We had
bro. Like we had
the chat on screen.
Yeah, we had the chat on screen. We had our mic. We didn't even have the cam because I knew some people streaming from PS4 like Big Raz and Bingo, who at least they had like the cam like the PlayStation iCam, like that adds to. We didn't have that. I had a horrible mic quality, like deplorable. Right? It was bad, man. Takes time.
So yeah, actually, speaking of mics, this is the mic that I was using the entire time. But yeah, so, and the thing is, it's not for everyone. So, if you don't, if you can't get into it, don't feel too bad. It's not for everyone. But if you're willing to put in the work, if you're willing to put in the time, go for it.
Go for it.
Yeah. And at the same time, I lost my train of thought. Okay.
We'll wait. But in the meanwhile, while you try to gather that, like I'm gonna stall for Juicy.
Thank you.
For anyone who wants to, because I've been getting some word. Hashtag bring back the high top. I've been getting that.
Yes.
I've been getting that. Hashtag bring back the high top. Well, how it used to be.
Is that Will Smith?
When I showed back up to school, the first thing, the truth and the first thing that the truth and Atari Aginwa said to me, they started like singing the Fresh Prince theme and roasting me like, as I was walking with my bags back to my room. I was like, y'all boys don't leave me alone, bro. Oh my god. Yeah, like, I was like, I shouldn't have got this cut. Oh my. I'm happy I got the cut. It was amazing. That era. Was Tom Selleck? Oh, never mind. No, it's not. I genuinely thought that was a Tom Selleck picture in here, like before it was a joke. I genuinely thought it was. Not even gonna.
CJ, one of these days we just have to make a list of all like the inside jokes and just tell everybody.
Yeah, that'll be the end when we just wrap up our careers. So when we're old men, we'll be like, okay, inside joke from 50 years ago. We're just...
The AMA, like when we're 50. What does check it mean? Oh, it means nothing.
Ever had a meaning?
Dude, that'll be like, oh, hey, by the way, what is the One Piece? Oh,
if that turns out to be just nothing, after like 20 plus years.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie, it would be so hot if that happened.
I'm pretty sure people would be trying to fight him if it happened. Like they'd be lined up outside of the editorial place. They'd be like, "We just want to talk to Oda. Just let us in. We just want to talk." They'd be like, "I'm in a meeting." I can only assume that we've been up. It's probably been out.
Yeah.
That's that's pretty much the gist of us anyway. I've missed some comments, but I can see some on screen. I see Vince is here. I see Red is here. What up, beach? I see Sleepy Bear is still here. I'm still early in the grind with a terrible headset and mic. A cam that has an occasional heart attack. But I'm saving up to get. I'm reading it off this. I was away from the app, which doesn't show you comments that were here. If you're like from the app, we'll close out by just responding to as many comments as we can. We want to say thank you to everyone who's come out. I see Blick Panda's in the house, KMG, Ganny. The Beast taking care of chat. He couldn't be able to stay on the episode, but he'll be back next week. Where I will actually tell you our topic for next. Our topic for next week is going to be discussing the different eras of anime bases. For example, how for the 2000s it was the big three of One Piece, Naruto, and Bleach, right? Like or something like that. So we're going to be discussing those kind of things next week. Giving our own opinions on what we think it was for a decade, but it may actually be putting our biases aside because you guys know that we love to give you passionate. Herman, the Little Giant, I know you've come over from the Beast. Great to see you. Sorry I'm so late, that we're so late addressing you. Lord Phoenix in the house, baby. Phoenix, you already know. If you need any help with anything, I got you. I know we were supposed to do some work on Sunday. Still got you. And just everyone for coming out. Sleepy came through with the raid. I see Ballin Dwallin was here. Hydra. And I believe I covered everybody far now. We're going to close things out. Got any parting words for your fans?
Simply this. Thank you for all the support, and thank you for watching.
That's good enough for me. Yeah, checking the timer there. I just realized that the chat is here, so I'm gonna come over here real quick so you guys are seeing. Oh, Inception! I can see some things I've missed. There's some bear. Doesn't look like I missed too much.
Yeah, it was pretty.
Good. Yeah, we're good. We're good. We're good. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, though, but you know what, Red? Because I see your little like. All right. Okay. We're gonna say that for later, Red, when I'm on stream and I can talk to you the way I want to. But thank you guys so much for joining us. We'll be back next week, same time, 1 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. B should be here with us. Hopefully, young Mark Y should be here with us as well. We hope you enjoyed our school days.
Yep.
Anybody to raid right now? Let's see. I think Radcore is live. Yeah, Radcore is live. Retro Jetro.
So quick.
Radcore's playing. He's playing GTA. Wow. All right. I'm gonna show some love to Radcore. Thank you guys so much for joining us, and we will see you next week. I'll see you tonight, 7 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. That's roughly about 5 hours from now. I got some things to sort out first. For some reason, some sources aren't working in OBS, but we'll see what happens. I'll go. Thank y'all so much. Mwah. Thank you, Juicy, for carrying the show too as well, because I was away for some certain bits and I've been messing up. Audio sent off to the boss man, and guys in a week. When are you going up live again? Actually, before we go too, we haven't had you live in a minute.
Yeah, it was the schedule change for work. I'm gonna try to get in at least 1 or 2 streams this upcoming weekend. So Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I should at least try to get at least 1 stream day in. So it's been a minute.
We'll be there. Get back on Twitch. You're like, what happened to my affiliate? No, but you're not gonna lose that. Not from. I think they said something about like you have to be inactive for like a year. I don't know, but thank y'all for joining us. We'll see you next time. This has been us. Yeah.
What were we expecting?
Where we get right? An engraved invitation? Get out of here. All right, everybody. See y'all next time. This right here. All right, peace. Tell Radcore he sent you. Chicken and Rice sent you. All right, 1. What you mean ignoring your comment? You can't redeem 1 more hour. This is a podcast.